Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. This is a reading for all those who have a Capricorn sun sign, moon sign, Capricorn ascendant. We'll start your reading and let's see what's been happening with you in the past. If you like this reading, do subscribe to the channel for regular updates. So what has Capricorn been experiencing in the past? Oh, we got a card for you, which is the Queen of Pentacles. Capricorn, you've been it's a card of abundance. It's a card of having plenty. It's a card of managing things very well. It's also a card of multitasking. It's like practical physical work you have been doing, balancing a lot of things, or simply enjoying the fruits of your labor as well. And it could also be a nurturing feminine figure, be it you, be it somebody else, right? So physical nurturing in the sense of having creature comforts, being looked after, being tended to. And it could also mean a female figure who's very good at business, having been successful at with a business venture. And also maternal figure who can provide very well, who can nurture very well, who can manage many tasks, and who's got plenty to give. We've got this Five of Cups. So maybe there has been some of you Capricorn viewers, some sadness, some grief connected to a mother figure, quite possibly. Okay, it's been an emotional time, and where you have been looking at how creature comforts, physical well-being has that or the lack of it, lack of physical nurturing, lack of physical support, and sometimes it is health also. You probably are experiencing that which is making you feel low. You feel that maybe there is nobody to look after you, nurture you. Some of you could be having mother related issues as well, right? Emotional issues. Let's see what this Queen of Pentacles is about. I'll cut the deck and let's get some more. So maybe the mother figure has been on your mind, and for sometimes a mother figure, or in general some a feminine person, a feminine energy, which is giving you this little time of grief. King of Swords. Okay, Eight of Cups. So regarding this, you are looking at a certain situation in a very analytical manner as to because of which you have been, though you moved away from it, all right, you have moved away from the physical situation as such, but that emotional disturbance is still there. For example, let us look at it this way. So suppose I'll give a very small example. It's really really small. Supposing you had this one person, let's say this mother figure, or a no caring figure. There was there was always some differences regarding food. Every time you would sit and eat, just giving a very small example. And there was something about meal times, or there was something about food which which really you had the food, but you did not feel very happy eating it. You did not feel that the food was being served lovingly, was served caringly. You were eating, you were being nurtured by the food, you were being nurtured by the emotions, you were being nurtured by the person who was serving the food. So that way it is like that. So when we look at it with the King of Swords, it is telling you that yes, you are very practical, that so and so served me food, but they just served me food. It was very rude, very abrupt. I did not feel like eating, but I mean, we do eat the food, but you're looking at the situation very analytically, but at the emotional level, you're not happy with it. The experience wasn't emotionally fulfilling for you. The event happened, it was all in place, it was all correct, but emotionally, it kind of did not nurture you. So let us look at it, in the way that there was somebody who was your caretaker, parents, anybody who comes in that category. They did all they could, but that physical, that emotional touch was missing, and that is what has been bothering you. And I think it's got a lot to do with nurturing. That's why we have the Queen of Pentacles. So it's not the food. The food was there, but the nurturing wasn't there. You were looked after, but the emotional touch wasn't there. You were cared for. You can't find fault in that. With the King of Swords over here, you can't find fault in that. Nobody was lacking, nobody came up short, but emotionally those experiences were not fulfilling, they were not nurturing. So the emotional aspect of those events is something which is it's been on your mind of late, Capricorn. And what is the impact it's having on your present? Yeah, Seven of Wands, I think this is something you are continuing with. It started in the past, and you're still quite focused on just being in that emotional zone. What's your present? We have the Empress, again feminine energy, right? It's again feminine energy, it's again abundance, it's again having plenty. And again it's similar to the Queen of Pentacles, but this is she's the Empress and she's the Queen, so this is a higher authority, a higher level of energy, a higher octave of your reading, right? Let's see what the Empress is about. Eight of Swords. So I feel in the present it's all again the energy is of well-being, of having of being nurtured with everything you have. But the Eight of Swords is somehow you're not able to crack through the situation. It's got such a grip on your mind that as you're finding it a little difficult to come out of it. The Hierophant, but you're going along with it, in the laid down manner, in the set way that whatever this person could be in your environment, quite possibly, or whatever, even if you are at a distance, but whatever you need to do in your relationship, you're doing that fine. But in your heart and mind the story is very, very different. Ace of Cups. But there is a breakthrough coming with this Eight of Swords. It is something you are keeping yourself held in that place because of your own perspective to this entire situation. It is your perception of what should be the emotional nurturing. What should These are acts which define emotional nurturing. These are ways of doing. When somebody does this, it shows that they're emotionally nurturing. So those set parameters which you have, Capricorn, in your mind are defining the situation. And the moment you break through from this, you will get that, you will be relieved of this definition which surrounds you. You will break out of it and you will realize that all. See, the Hierophant card, I think I'm getting another angle to it, that the Hierophant card says that whatever comes your way, we need to take it like that, rather than expecting what we have in our mind regarding what is nurturing, regarding what is being taken care of, regarding what is love. It is not that. Whatever has come our way, we need to see that somebody does care at a certain level. That is why they did it. Otherwise there's no forcing anybody to do it for you also, right? So that is what this Hierophant is saying, that this whatever experience which is playing on your mind, Capricorn, it you need to see the brighter aspect of it. There is another angle to it, there is another side to it which you're missing. You're probably just like I said earlier, your definition is what is making the situation to be what it is, but there are other definitions, there are other ways, there are other aspects and perspectives to it if you start seeing it. So the whole situation is going to turn around and look a lot differently to you the moment you come out of this Eight of Swords. You need to remove these barriers. Here there is nothing which is forcing her to stay in this place. There is enough leg space. She's moving around, and she can look here, there, everywhere. You can figure your way out. Even if she walks forward, if she bumps into a sword, she knows that that's not the way, but there is enough place between among all these swords from which she can come out, right? So it's all about looking at this whole situation through other perspectives, coming out of it, and feeling happy about this entire thing. What's coming up for you in the future, Capricorn? Yeah, see, you'll come out of it and you will move forward with the Six of Swords, right? The moment your whole perspective changes, you will feel that love in your heart. You will feel what the person did for you. They could have also had their own limitations for whatever was happening at that point in time. The moment your perspective changes, Capricorn, you will see, you will be grateful, you will be happy, you will feel that love, and then that is going to help you move away from feeling this Five of Cups energy of sadness, regret, sorrow, pity, and all those kind of things, and you will move away happily. You will move away to better a better perspective of this entire thing, which puts you in a happy place, right? We have the Emperor. See, beautiful energy, the Emperor as well as the Empress. This entire masculine feminine energy is coming to balance. This feminine quotient you are experiencing of nurturing, and this Emperor energy of providing. You will see how this person provided and nurtured in their way. They gave it to you. They provided and they cared for you. That is why they gave it to you. Once you get that perspective, aligned for yourself, you will, that is also going to help you move away with the Six of Swords. And you will also feel that balance coming within you of being cared for and being loved. The burden, we've got the Ten of Wands and the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So in the time to come, when you are moving away, you just might feel that there is so much you need to deal with. But I do feel that you will have that um, Page of Wands, talks of creativity, talks of communication as well. So, maybe, some of you are likely to connect with this person, speak to them about about this entire thing, or, whatever you speak, which is going to help the situation to improve tremendously. You need to take the courage, Capricorn, to also put down this load you are carrying. When the moment you start seeing this entire situation from another perspective, you will realize that you are carrying an unnecessary burden. You need to just kind of put that down, get back into that child energy. Princess is the pages in the other text, so that is a childlike energy, childlike enthusiasm, the childlike creativity and spontaneity you have, which comes in your relationship with this person. You will automatically put the load down. But some of you, when you do feel that it's becoming very burdensome, it is because you've been carrying it for a long time. You need to get organized, you need to get it under control, to tell yourself that why are you carrying this burden when you can be free like a child. This possibility is there in your reading in the time to come, Capricorn, right? To feel that childlike energy. And if I'm not wrong, we have a child over here, child and the caring figure. Both of you and the person concerned over here, are moving into a better space when you decide to put this burden down and communicate with them. Prince of Wands, the Princess of Wands is the Page of Wands, where you communicate, you have a conversation of the childlike thing, that the whole relationship is set to improve a lot the moment you realize that you're carrying an unnecessary burden of the past. I mean, for whatever reason you did carry it, it was a burden. But now when you're getting a new look at this entire thing, you will see that it was a burden. Maybe that time you felt it was a part of your life, but now you will look at it as a burden which you can put down the moment you start having a conversation and the relationship between you and this other person eases. Right? Let's look at what are your challenges. You got the High Priestess. Yeah, you don't know the whole picture. Very true. You, like I said, you do not know what that person was going through at that point in time. So you and we never can tell everything about another person, right? So whatever information you have, Capricorn, whatever is in your knowledge, just use that and give them the benefit of doubt, that maybe that person doesn't want to share anything with you. So just bear that in mind and see that whatever shift you have had in perception, that is enough to start bringing about an improvement in your relationship. So don't ask for too much. Just if you just sense it, that yes, the person had their own life, they had their own story, just let me leave it at that for them, and understand that they were undergoing something because of which they could do those things only in that much amount and in that particular way. But even for that, if you have that gratitude and thanks in your heart, the entire thing will start moving in a better direction, and that is all what you need to know. High Priestess is hidden information. So a lot of information, that's what I said, is your challenge. A lot of information is hidden. So, just leave it at that and just work with what you know, what you understand, and what you can feel, and how it changes the entire perception, right? And let us see what is your guidance. You've got Princess of Pentacles. Again, more child energy, and the Alchemist. So you have it in you, with that childlike enthusiasm and that childlike energy, to bring about a lot of happiness in this entire thing, Capricorn. Death. Oh yes, you can end this situation. I mean, the choice is yours. The cards are pointing in that direction for you, Capricorn, to just tap into be your child like energy and that past of childhood, and see it from a mature perspective of how you are now, and give them, let them be with what they were experiencing, but you try to be a little more understanding with the change you have experienced now, and tell them that yeah, whatever it was, whatever you were going through, it's fine, and I'm still very happy for what you did and how you did. It'll make a lot of difference to you, and this whole burden will come down, the whole situation for you and the other person will end. For all you know, they also could be carrying it, but they don't want to share with you what happened. But your initiation, your initiative, sorry, to participate into making this better for yourself and for them is going to be a big thing. Clover, you've got good luck. You the timing is perfect for something like this, to be generous, to turn things around, and to start something absolutely new. It's all working in your favor. The gentleman, it could be a father figure as well, because there are some fathers and there are some male figures who have a lot of that nurturing ability. So see, whether it was a mother figure, whether it was a father figure, regardless, but they were the nurturing kinds. They were providing and nurturing simultaneously for some of you, right? Oh, we've got two. We've got this similar card. This deck does have, gentlemen and gentlemen. So it's all about, like I said, it could be the father figure. You yourself, could have more of, masculine energy, masculine traits, and now, now that understanding will come for you, yourself, about the nurturing and the providing. That is what, this is saying. And, okay, I got one more thing. This is a young person, this is a mature person, right? So this is also talking of things happening in childhood and a relationship between a young person and a adult. You as a youngster, and the person in question, the person in the other person being the provider, the maturer person. So I do feel very strongly it is that relationship where you were a child, and it was about a parent, and sometimes it could be just the other way around, the parent and child, if it is there. It doesn't seem likely, but I did say it, so maybe it does apply to very few of you watching, but I do feel it is like that. See, this one is looking here, but this one's looking here. I could have, the cards could have come in any other position. I could have put them in any other position, but I do feel that the adult between the two of you is looking towards this. You, the younger person. The younger person is holding a rose. It's all about approaching somebody. A rose is a token of love, of appreciation, of finer emotions, happy emotions. They're looking at you for your love and support. That is what I'm getting very strongly. This is just an imagery. The meanings are very different in the book, but we always need to see it in the context. So this adult person is looking here. You as an adult are also looking at your younger days, what it was. Do put all of that in context to get a final thing, final picture for yourself, a final conclusion for yourself. But it's definitely an energy of childhood and children, adult, days gone by, and what you experienced, and now, and you, Capricorn, having the ability to correct it. There is plenty. So it wasn't that whatever it is, it does say that there is a lot of abundance and there is a lot of scope in this situation for it to grow and become beautiful. But yeah, you could be a little indecisive, so do use your intuition. What is your heart telling you? What are your feelings telling you? And accept those feelings. All right. And also accepting the fact that you cannot change what happened. You cannot change what happened, but you can change how you, if you are feeling a certain turnaround in your hearts, in your heart, in your emotions, in your thinking. Accept it. This is the sign from your soul, your inner voice, telling you to let go of something which is making you unhappy. And like the entire little talk I gave while I was reading this, accepting what happened, and also accepting the fact that you can make a difference to the situation for yourself and for another person. Some things can be changed, the past events cannot be, but our approach can be. The moment we sort it out and talk to another person, we got the princess of wands here. The moment we talk to people, the moment we give them an opportunity to share whatever they want to, that will bring about a complete change in the scenario, right? And they will, and it's very nice when you understand what the person was going through that time and what happened and how it played out. Then all these things, what you are carrying, this 10 of wands burden, all of it will disintegrate. when you just listen to them if they want to tell you about something about it. And if they don't want to tell you, then that is your own maturity coming up, that that I just sense it, that it could have been that, just let it be like that, and come to your own decision and come to your own conclusion and come to your own understanding and acceptance of a situation, right? So do be guided by your intuition. And express your love. Yeah, you need to express your love, Capricorn, for what happened, regardless of what that person was going through. They were an adult, and as adults we have a lot more to deal with than children do, right? So whatever they did, that is their story, but it would be a good idea to express your love for whatever they did, and I'm sure they did quite a bit. Yeah, this says practice makes the master. Always do your best, whatever you can do, right? By doing your best over and over, you can master the art of transformation. All right, so do your best, and see whatever best you can do in this particular situation, for this situation. Capricorn, you're being urged to do it. Don't hold back, move ahead, express your love. Just start with this. There's going to be a lot of resolution, peace and harmony coming to your heart and to the person concerned. It's going to be a big move by you to sort out a lot of things between a lot of people. I mean, you have no idea. You start it, and then you will see how it is going to unravel and how many lives it's going to impact, right? Capricorn, can I get you something else? Okay, let me get a final message for you. Hanged Man, you're going to have a big spiritual, I wouldn't say awakening, but a whole new perspective to this entire situation. The whole situation is set to change for the better, Capricorn. You'll have to do it to see it. The cards are just telling you to go ahead and do it, but all of that understanding is going to turn your world around. Your whole perception of world, the whole perception of human beings, relationships and everything else, the entire scenario is going to change. You'll probably be looking at the world with very different eyes and a completely new perspective. So with that, I'll wrap up your reading, Capricorn. Thanks so much for watching.